Silven.
I'm
Go,
Kaleb.
Go, Kaleb. I'll drop in here. I'm Mapal because I'm not hosting this week.
And in the end, I'm Steve. Hello.
Hi, Steve.
Hi. Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we got so much to talk about.
Yes.
Swear to God.
Is one chaotic week here.
Yeah.
But we have a challenge. We're not going to tell you.
We're not going to tell you.
So you've got to guess it by the end of the broadcast.
Yeah.
Have fun. And I'm going to sort of take a step back because my internet's likely to die any minute. So someone else is going to go through this agenda. I shall hop in.
Yeah. Okay. So
we have tons of shit to talk about this week.
Basically,
So much. Tumblr was exploding with news, and I tried my best to write it all down on this agenda. Like I literally started this agenda right after the broadcast last week.
Yeah.
She did. It was hilarious because there was so much shit happening. He was just like, we're going to have so much to talk about next week. So
I have to say as a guest that I'm freaking out about it, but it's okay.
It's fun.
Aw, that's okay. Everyone's nervous their first time.
I'll be fine.
It's okay. So yeah, just first, how are you, Stevie? Are you okay? You doing okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
How have you taken the fandom this week and the fandom news? Are you alive still?
Yeah, I'm actually still alive. I'm seeing all this stuff happening, and it's like, wow, it's summertime and we still get news, and it's the good kind of news. For me, at least. I choose to interpret it as good kind of news.
Yeah. We're all doing. So, yes. So, we'll just start. Yes. Go. It's okay.
Before we start on the fandom news, Silven had a few choice words to say about Wink going around as usual.
Okay, God.
It's convention season. There's gonna be Wink.
Yeah. Kaleb made it sound really kind of aggressive, but no, really, guys, my main function in this fandom is to try and calm down the wank and make people feel calmer, and that's the number one thing I do. And I personally did receive some messages regarding the latest possible spoilers about Dean having sex, Cass having sex,
Oh my God, yes.
all that kind of thing, and I wrote a meta about it. Thank you, everyone who read it, and I see that there's kind of a bit of a divide in fandom right now between people who are very traumatized by the idea because, they feel like it's a danger for this TL, that they're going to heterosexualize the characters, and, that there are concerns that are totally understandable. And then there's, a part of fandom who is basically not feeling negative about it as a development and, is supportive of it. And there's this concern that, telling people not to be negative about it and, not listening to people's feelings. And, guys, I want to say that the thing about this particular kind of situation here right now is telling people not to think that this is the end of this TL is not, is not being insensitive towards their feelings, because there's this thing where, if you see that love and sex are one and the same thing, and if for you they're absolutely united and this is how it works for you, that is awesome. That is absolutely great and valid if that makes you feel comfortable. But if you think that this is also something that absolutely has to apply to your favorite characters or to, any other people, and you think that this is basically something, a better version of a relationship, you're being a dingling, kind of.
Well,
what?
I actually...
A dingaling?
Yeah, a dingling.
Yeah, a fist blaster,
Yeah.
Sorry.
By the way,
Go, Steve.
I actually, if I can add, I actually made the post about this whole thing about Dean and Cass having possible sex with someone else during season 9. My point is that, look, I'm a huge Destiel shipper, obviously, but I just feel that it would actually do them good to have sex with someone else. Because right now, both of them have issues. They don't have a healthy relationship. They hide things from each other. They both feel like they need each other, but they don't dare admit it, not even to themselves. So if right now, fallen Cass as far as we know, he's not going to be in a good psychological condition or something. He just goes to Dean, and they decide that they're in love, and we're in love, and we hit it off, and we have sex. Right afterwards, I don't think it would be a really good thing for them. Like, Cass maybe would think that he would take advantage of Dean, or Dean would think that Cass went and decided to stay with him and had sex with him just because he needed human contact, and that he needed someone to be there for him, and that it wasn't because he actually loves him and that he wants to be with him, but it was more of because he was desperate or something. So that would probably be the cause of to have even more issues in their future, and it would be even worse. So go ahead. Cass has never had sex with anyone, as far as we know. Maybe with his wife, that I don't even know.
I doubt it.
Well,
seriously.
if it was his wife, wouldn't that technically be Jimmy? Oh no, you're talking about I get it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, Kaleb, wow.
See, there are people with opinions like this, and then there are people with opinions that they should be. They should be each other's only one, and both things are okay. The biggest reason why people in fandom are trying to kind of, hold down the wank is because people seem to make the conclusion that Dean or Cass having sex with anyone else would be the end of STL. And that's a logical fallacy. Because we don't have, this kind of, by default preset that them having sex equals them being in love, So the main, kind of thing happening in fandom is just people trying to hold people down from kind of assuming it. Assuming that, since we have this kind of really vague spoiler, it's totally the time to, cry and say that STL is over, that we're not getting anything good ever again. Like, no, guys, we have a very vague spoiler. I understand every kind of concern people have for this. I understand the concern that may mean that they give one of them a love interest, although I don't think that's going to happen. I understand the concern that they're going to try to heterosexualize them, and I absolutely don't want that to happen. That would be nasty. But there is this, and then there is the, the kind of logical sticking together of all those points that, one of them has sex with someone, they're not going to be canon anymore, they're going to hetersexualize them, guys, we don't know anything yet, so just please.
Basically,
let's just see how it plays out.
Can't just, we're just, I think most of the fandom is just freaking out and making assumptions about stuff. And we don't know anything yet. I mean, last year we had hints too, and every year we have hints. And nothing turns out to be the way we imagined it in the end.
Can I say something?
Yeah?
I mean, I can understand people having that sort of knee-jerk reaction of fear to this sort of thing, but then you've got to realize, honestly, really think about the stuff that we actually know. We get these vague sort of references from the actors who have, haven't they only read, the first few scripts of the first few episodes?
Yeah. And
this is a show that has 22 episodes. This is a show that managed to do a lot in the 8th season. We have no idea how this season's going to plan out.
Yeah, if anyone read my meta with the pictures that I drew with the illustrations... Thank you, everyone, for reading it, by the way, it basically kind of explains to you how the thing goes, and on a sort of related note, guys, personally, I don't even take these spoilers as very legit spoilers, because, I mean, when Jensen mentioned Dean getting some actions, he giggled and said, yeah, in a laundromat. And, guys, imagine this. Second episode of the new season, Dean walks into a laundromat, sees a beautiful woman, and just lays her out right there on on a washing machine. Guys, no.
Can I just say, there's a lot of laundry talk going on. There's a lot of laundry talk. Apparently, the only thing Cass is good for is laundry. Cass has a laundromat scene, and Dean has sex in a laundromat. So what the hell is happening?
Pat Woods brought something up that I really want to talk about. Pat Woods, you said, do you think some of the more extreme fans have turned TBTB off and angered them somehow, and this is their reaction? Honestly...
can I say something?
Yeah.
Yes, it is sort of turning them off, but no, this is not a reaction to that fan reaction.
Because you see, it's sort of... There's been... I love when fans can be really vocal about stuff. It's awesome. And usually people listen. But it's sort of like Pat Woods is saying, some of the more extreme fans, I feel like they've really been taking it too far. And yes, it is starting to turn them off. But that's probably not what all this stuff is about. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do something like that, because that just seems
it's just like a collective thing.
Yeah. They're not doing it to piss us off. It's just, it's people being idiots, and it's having an effect, but it's not having that sort of effect. It's dire, but people need to stop a bit. But this is not a retaliation against the extreme fans. But they're just not helping. I'll put it that way. They're not helping.
And to Tiger Lily, when I say taking it too far, I mean when it gets to the point where you've got people relentlessly stalking Twitters, constantly harassing writers and people on the crew that have no say in what goes on in the show, telling them what they want and why they need it, and that... So I just lost my train of thought. And what that does is it pisses people off. How would you like it if you had an Anon come on your blog and be like, I want you to keep on posting like this. I want you to do this, because I need this. You don't tell someone... You don't
really do.
Yeah, it's like, basically, you guys as Profound Radio fans, it's like someone coming to you and telling you how Profound Radio needs to change. Because you keep us running and support and everything. You have no say in what happens on it. But, well, you do have a say as a fan.
Yeah.
But you can't be expected to change what's happening, because at the end of it, we have the ultimate decision. It's that sort of thing. And how would you like it if those Anons came viciously into your ask box and told you had to change something you couldn't change, basically?
I feel like it gets to the point where people are throwing around words like homophobic and queer baiting, when really the writers, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, guys, can I just say, by throwing around these words, we're really, really not helping the cause, because, to say these things, you kind of need to have, basis for accusation, basically, and by the very definition of queerbaiting, if the show is completely, totally over, and we know that there will be no more, and there is absolutely no indication of canon whatsoever, yes, I will personally discuss how this could totally be queerbaiting. But right now, guys, it's like someone, it's like someone said, and you're, making an assumption that they're gonna say apple.
Basically, I think the motto of the story is, if you have any criticism about the show, then stop being a piss weasel about it, and be nice. So.
Guys, if you want to criticize the show, criticize the show. Don't go to writers. This is how I want to end this conversation. Don't go to writers' Twitters. Don't go to people on Tumblr who are connected to the show, and don't constantly yell at them about what you want, because in the end, they're making the final decisions. And if you're a small group of fans that happens to be really, really loud, then they're probably not going to listen to you. So calm down, criticize the show, and if you're nice about it, they're probably going to listen to us. But if people keep on doing this...
Well, they have no reason to please us after that. I mean, if we are, as fans, we are rude about what we're supposed to like, then there's no reason for the writers to try and please us anymore. That's the way I see it, personally.
I think it was one of Russ's messages that summarises pretty much what the powers that be think, in that whatever they do, no one will ever be happy, and it's pretty right, to be honest, because if they make SDL canon, one half of the fandom won't be happy, and if they don't make it canon, the other half isn't happy, so...
They're really just backed into a corner. They have no idea what to do.
No, they don't.
And what we've got to do is we've got to be patient, and we've got to. And I'm not saying that we need to wait until the very end of the show to start talking about this. But if we want something to happen, then we've actually got to be open to what the writers plan. We can't just constantly go at them and yell at them, or else they're not going to take us seriously.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think we have an agreement.
Yeah, totally.
So we're shutting down this part of the conversation because we don't want any wank to be caused.
I have happier news from before his meeting in Vancouver. Russ says hello to everyone again this week.
Hi, Russ!
Hi, Russ!
I'll tell him you're all very vocal. It's lovely.
Okay, so first point in the fandom news, obviously. Apparently there's another Pata baby happening.
We already talked about that last week, didn't we?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
No,
well,
we didn't.
yeah. Genevieve Padalecki's having another child.
Yeah,
They
Yes.
might have conceived again.
it's so cute. God.
It's I can't. That picture of Thomas with the pictures from the
Yes.
ultrasound. Oh God.
I know.
I'm kind of surprised to hear Maple cheering about this, because every other time we've heard about this, she's just been like, oh my god, this is so annoying. Let's stop talking about this.
Right, okay, there is one family I can stand, and that's the Padalecki family, so...
BJ's licking... My dog is currently licking my foot.
Oh, thanks, Shannon.
You're welcome. I thought you should all know. But yeah, you guys, if you want, you can send your congratulations to Jared and Jen on the Twitter.
Jared
No death threats.
is at Jarpad.
Jarpad, not Jarpad.
Whatever.
Now, ladies.
What is Jen's Twitter?
Jen's is real G-pad.
Real G-pad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That
one.
just sounds rude when you say it out loud.
Real
Slightly.
Yeah. Like a-
Wait, what? Why is everyone laughing?
What just happened? I have no idea.
I don't know.
We're laughing about how weird Jen's Twitter name
Twitter
sounds.
sounds.
When you
Yeah.
when you say it out loud, it sounds really rude.
What?
Say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Real G-pad.
G-pad?
Real G-pad.
Okay, we're going to just ignore Maple. Let's go to the next thing on the agenda, because Maple's
Okay.
currently losing her shit for no reason.
Okay. Well, apparently Supernatural is never ever going to end, because
Yeah.
Can I...
Yeah.
There was...
there was this... I copied and pasted a little blurb from a credible source that said, while doing press at Comic-Con 2013, both Carver and Padalecki spoke about the future of the series, which is, as it currently stands, looks as if it will reach beyond Season 10 because of a strong storyline that's apparently going to be implemented in this upcoming season.
Okay, I think.
How do you
okay.
guys
Can
feel
I-
about that?
Can I say something? What?
Yeah, I want to say
What?
something first. I want to say something first. It is a bit of hyperbole. He means he can take it past 10 seasons, but I don't think he's actually going to take it to 19.
Yeah.
Yes.
I honestly
I think
don't
that-
Yeah, I
think...
actually heard about the 19 seasons. Like,
Yeah, that was from
Really?
ScreenRant.com, and I think the author of that article was just being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Can
I
I...
hope there's actually going to be 19.
I honestly hope so. As much as I love the show, I honestly hope so.
Can I say something about that? Because I'm really on the fence about it. I feel like I don't want the show to go too far past season 10, because I don't want it to get to the point where it's one of the stupidest shows on television. And in my opinion, it's already sort of went through that. It's went through a stage where it's lost most of its fans, and it almost got canceled in a really bad part, in a really bad time of its actual showing. And now that we've got Season 8 and Season 9... now that we've got Season 8 and Season 9 and Season 10, and the seasons are actually getting really, really good, I want them to end it while they're still doing... while they're doing really well. I don't want them to continue it and stretch it out to the point where it's like a repeat of the seasons that I don't like to talk about.
You know what I think? I'm really hoping that this strong storyline that's going to be implemented, I'm hoping that it's going to be the arc that ends the series.
Yeah.
I really want it to end on Season 10, to be honest.
Honestly, I really hope they don't take, like, the sort of thing that Buffy and Charm did. I really hope Sam and Dean don't end up fighting, like, the source of all evil. Because for some reason, supernatural shows like this really love it whenever the main characters fight the random source of all evil.
You know, I kind of want it. I kind of don't want it to end explosively. I just want it to sort of be a very quiet end type thing.
I want them all to die.
Yeah, I want them all to die, but I want it to be sad, emotional, and quiet.
Yes, thank you, Satan.
I think,
Shannon's such a tallywhacker.
I really think that you know, endings like as you said, that like the end of Charmed, like when like everything is, oh yeah, look, let's wear flower crowns and it's all so cute and sweet and stuff. I don't think they're really convincing anymore. I mean, I think that when the Supernatural was supposed to end in season 5, with you know, Sam in the cage and stuff, it was painful, but it was a really good ending.
That's what I thought. Like, I thought season 5's ending was a great sort of end for the show until, like, you know, you got to the real ending of the episode and then you saw Sam walk out and a light fixture exploded for no reason.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, but as someone who really loves Sam, that would have been a horrible ending for me.
Yeah.
It's a horrible ending for Sam, but for the show, it would be an appropriate ending, if not a good one.
I feel like in context of Sam's character, that was Sam sort of atoning for all the shit that he's been doing since season 4.
Yeah.
Because he was such a dick in season 4. Like, I seriously felt like they were purposefully making him unlikable in season 4.
He was such a mythical, you know.
And then, like at the end of season 5, that was sort of his way to redeem himself. He sacrificed himself to save his brother and to save the world.
Yeah, but I mean, like, personally, I am open-minded about whatever they choose to do. Like, if I trust them, you know, that if they decide to take it over 10 seasons because they know they can make it good, I am totally open-minded to try it. So
I feel, I'm not too afraid of the writers. I'm just too afraid that eventually people are just going to get tired of the show. Like, because I have lots of faith in Carver. I feel like he did a really good job with season 8. I feel like he really sort of just he brought back a lot of things from previous seasons that we missed in season 6 and season 7. And I feel like he's competent enough to take the show past season 10. But I don't think anything's going to be able to save them once fans start getting tired.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, about the season 11, I mean, I think maybe they could handle another season past 10, but it would be difficult. It would be difficult. I don't think it's the best idea for the show unless they have something so epic in mind that it's just gonna, you know, blow our minds away or something. But I think it's really difficult for them to manage that. I mean, they've already showed us really epic things, and you know, the Apocalypse and Lucifer, and now Metatron and Angels Falling and everything, and it's all gone to hell and come back again and again. And I don't think there are many storylines that can actually, you know, deal with the previous ones. It's just gonna get tiring.
On the other hand.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see what this storyline is.
Oh, absolutely. And again, I'm really excited, and I'm excited for any future developments because Supernatural as a show I think it's so fantastically variative. What are y'all laughing about?
Shannon showed the chat and it showed my icon.
Oh god. Supernatural as a show is so fantastically variative. I mean, we've had, on a show that has kind of a fixed genre and a fixed kind of, almost a box that it's supposed to fit, they incorporate so many things that you would never expect to be there, to the point where we have all these photo sets on Tumblr. They're like, guys, I swear these are real shots, I swear these are real scenes from the series. I have genital herpes.
I feel like if they took the show past season 10, then one of the things I would want them to explore, and for it to be one of the main arcs, would be the freaking pagan gods. And I'm not talking about like the ones like Zeus or any of the Greek gods. I'm talking about like.
By the way, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I'm a Greek person. I hated that freaking episode. I'm so sorry. I need to make my pain known to people. It was a horrible episode. I'm not talking about mythology because from the first second that there was a dude with the bird eating his guts, I was like, okay, that's Prometheus. But I have grown up with this kind of mythology. But the horrible thing, I had made a long rant about it on Tumblr. It was the freaking spell. Honestly, there are lots of Greek people in the US. Just put a freaking ad like on the internet and say, we need a Greek person to translate a spell for us, so to put it in the book. I saw the spell and it was like Google Translate. Honestly. And by the way, Dracopoulos doesn't mean dragon penis, for God's sake.
It doesn't? Because we had another Greek person and she said it did.
No, wait. I'm gonna. Oh my God. I'm gonna analyze. Dragon ejaculators right now. Okay, so dragon. Dracopoulos means son of the dragon. Dracopoulos means son of the dragon. When you put poulos in the end of the word, it means son of. Poulos by itself does mean penis. But in a name, it doesn't mean penis.
yeah, that's what Stephanie told us.
And it was supposed to be an ancient Greek name, for God's sake. Dracopoulos is a modern Greek name. It didn't exist in. Oh my God! I mean, I want to cry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stevie, can I just say, as a Russian person, having seen a lot of American movies with Russian villains, I feel you.
I'm so sorry for you. Just imagine me hugging you right now because I know the pain, and because I've seen my culture, being demolished and being stampeded on repeatedly. Like, I will never forget that scene in Xena. I'm sorry, I'm just. I'm bringing in random shows, but that Greek spell they had, all they were saying was good day and good night and good morning, and it was really, really annoying. And luckily, it wasn't the same thing with Supernatural, but yeah.
It's like Supernatural tried to do a Japanese spell, and they just say konnichiwa.
yeah, basically, it was just like that. And I was laughing my ass off in this episode, honestly.
Are you kidding me? Even I know what's Greek for good morning.
Yeah. You do? That's great.
Yeah, because I've been to Greece.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know about all this horrible Greek representation. I'm glad I do now, because I have more reason to not like that episode. I just really did not like that episode.
I really liked that episode.
It was a bad episode with bad mythology, and it said that Dracopoulos means dragon penis. I mean, oh my God. It hurt. It physically hurt.
Yeah, I liked it on principle, and I liked who they cast for Zeus. Mm-hmm. But the rest of it was a bit...
the relationships, even the relationships between the characters, it was weird. I mean, okay, I'm a Greek mythology nerd, sue me, but seriously.
Yeah, I know about Artemis, and it kind of surprised me that Artemis was so into the guides.
I hated the Artemis, seriously.
I didn't.
And Zeus was like, he was a bitter old man. I mean, Zeus was supposed to be the number one, the master god, the father of the gods that fucked people because he liked to all the time, and he was cheating on his wife, and he was just generally,
Oh God.
and he was generally a bit of a big dick, a big DNA cannon. But, but I mean.
I really hated Artemis being boy crazy.
Yeah.
Because in every single myth I heard, I was like, Artemis was never this boy crazy, like, sort of scorned lover.
It's actually ironic, because from what I hear, Artemis is the exact opposite of boy crazy.
Artemis was the goddess that actually, a guy saw her bathing by mistake, and I think she turned him into a deer or something. I don't know. She was generally the virgin goddess. She was a bit of a misandrist,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was like her and her virgins and her deers and her bow, and she was generally pretty badass.
So she wasn't Trouser Trout then.
So yeah, that episode pissed me off, and it's finally my time to shine and tell it to people. So yeah. Do excuse me.
Yeah, Artemis is no fan of the ejaculator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ejaculator is a good one. I'm having
Okay. We should probably actually move
on such a tangent. Weren't we supposed to talk about the seasons and stuff?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Charlie.
Charlie,
Oh,
yay,
yes.
Charlie, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Apparently there are big plans for Charlie, and she's appearing in episode 4, and possibly a lot more after that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
it's about time.
Yeah. And we know that she's not gonna die. And this is the ultimate pleasure Supernatural can give you.
Yes.
When they promise not to kill off your favorite character.
And
that's
Charlie
never happens.
I feel like Charlie does have to Tiger Lily. I feel like Charlie does have a girlfriend. It's just that she's waiting on her to come back to the
from the
human realm. I totally Charlie and Gilda are my OTP.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
They're awesome.
But you know what?
You guys, they know we have challenges every week. Come on now.
Yeah, but you don't just reveal.
Did he reveal it?
No, I didn't reveal it.
You're not allowed to. Stop it.
Anyways, back on to something that's important.
Whoa.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's talk about Charlie.
Let's talk about Charlie. I'm actually happy that Charlie is coming back, and I hope Charlie would come back, and I hope they treat her well. I really hope she doesn't die. I really hope
so far, they've been treating her very respectfully.
And according to Jim Michaels, Charlie is off limits. She cannot die.
Yeah.
Yes.
God.
And that's just super. Like, I am ecstatic about this. Absolutely.
I really hope that that some of her big plans include something about the spinoff, which we're going to talk about later.
I'm gonna hold to that because I'm not saying anything. Okay, Charlie then. Charlie.
I love Charlie so much.
I love Charlie so much.
As a queer person, the moment that I heard that she's not into the DNA canon, I was really excited.
Oh, yeah. And just like, I kind of knew that they were hardly ever gonna kill her off because, you have one openly queer character on your show. There's kind of there's a wish for more representation, queer representation on the show, and killing off your literally only openly queer recurring character would be kind of being a schmuck.
And and not only is she
it would be
the
a
only
total
openly
trouser
recurring...
snake. I mean, you can't do that.
Steve, are you going to say something? Okay.
No, I'm just calling trouser snakes the people that would harm Charlie. That's all I'm saying.
Such trouser snakes.
Okay, so she's
But she's also very, very well written, and that's amazing.
Absolutely.
She's so valuable to me.
Yes.
So she's in episode 4, and then
and I was really happy that her backstory had nothing to do about her sexuality.
Oh yes, same.
And
absolutely. And like honestly, with Charlie, I feel an unusual level of serenity when it comes to her storyline, because I used to be worried about the fetishization of lesbianism from the point of view of the male gaze, as someone who has actually had that done to them in real life and had never wanted to kick someone in the ding dong, or that I was in that situation. But you know, it occurs to me now. What? You never
understood. I never understood the male attraction to lesbians kissing.
Well, see, Shannon, men don't really love lesbians. They love their fantasy of lesbians based on their male gaze perception of our sexuality that sees it as something meant for their entertainment. And that's the nastiest things I have experienced in my life, like in real life, you know.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say now, as a pretty weird kind of guy that I'm usually mistaken for a lesbian, I've had my share of that.
Oh my god, Stevie, you understand me, and just But
yeah.
I just say their writing when it comes to Charlie is absolutely A+ from that point of view. Not even for a second have I ever felt that they're doing it for the male gaze. And because of that, you know, also knowing that she's never gonna become a love interest for one of the boys, it's not that I don't want, you know, it's not because, she's getting in the way of the brother dynamic or anything. No, it's just because I have seen characters reduced to love interests, and that makes me sick.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that this won't happen to her.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that this new angel girl is not going to be reduced to a love interest.
Oh God, what if she... I just hope they don't reduce to a love interest with Cass, to be honest, because that's so predictable.
I hope it really doesn't. Basically, maybe it's something. It would be horrible if new characters are brought to the show only to be killed off. But I don't think that, especially Cass would have a convincing love interest at this point.
The only thing I'm banking on is that they told us that she's in a teenager's body, so maybe she's safe.
Well, she's definitely not a love interest because of that. Because guys, of all things they could do, they're not going to do that.
Guys, I don't think that an angel is going to be the love interest for Cass, because they've already established that the angels are all brother and sister.
Yeah, they already established.
But but they have cancelled things they've said before, though.
But considering that Castiel constantly calls when he refers to angels as his family, and he's called female and male angels that he's met brother, or brother please, sister please. I feel like that's them treading on water if they actually make that happen. Cause
but there's a lot of message going around about how Cass slept with several of his garrison or something, so people are they think that doesn't matter. And on the teenager thing, she could be 18, 19, you never know. So.
Yeah, but I still think they wouldn't do that, because I feel like that's still slightly iffy for a TV subject. I totally don't think that's wrong in real life, by the way, because when I was 18, I dated someone older than me, but
Yeah. But
wait, when did they say that Cass slept with people in his garrison?
It's there's quite a lot of meta about it. Was it?
Oh, so it's not it didn't get any canon recognition.
No, they think it's heavily implied, but I don't
see it.
I don't see that at all.
I think this specific subject. I think the specific subject is about is open to interpretation. Like anyone can see it differently. People can believe that there is some angel action. I don't know. Enjoying some angel tinkle holes.
I think it was Rachel. Yeah. I think it was Rachel. And Dean was like, "Oh, what is she, your secretary or something?" And everyone took that as an implication. And then Cass said something, and everyone took that as he was sleeping with her. And I don't.
Yeah. I'll be honest, guys. I don't give a meatsicle if Cass has ever, slept with anyone, done anything with anyone, because I don't feel that his storyline with Dean is at all dependent on what he has done with Hill. It literally doesn't matter because Dean has a lot of experience, and it's such a small detail. I mean, they would literally both give absolutely no fucks.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for me, especially since it's someone like Dean, who I really feel like Dean's never really equated sex as sort of an important thing when he's talking about being with someone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. We need to move on.
We do.
And another news that's coming back, another lady that we all love is coming back, is Jodie.
Jodie Mills.
And last
so
time we
happy.
saw her, Crowley was being a big piss blaster and was choking her to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
She's still alive with her beautiful legs. Just got to say that. She has amazing legs, by the way. She has absolutely amazing legs. I am objectifying her right now.
Kim Rhodes. Ugh.
I've loved her ever since Zack and Cody.
I loved her so much.
Like when you meet her, she's such a fangirl over Jared and Jensen, and she's just so funny. I absolutely adore her, and Jodie's just an amazing character. So it's really good.
I can't wait.
Jodie is another good character because she was almost sort of about to become a love interest for Bobby, but then Bobby died, so now she's not.
And Bobby, on the other hand, is apparently coming back or something, so we don't know.
That's true. But as a spirit, I think. I don't think Bobby.
Have you ever seen Ghost, Caleb?
I really hope he kind of lives the revolution in heaven or something and goes and kicks Metatron's ass.
She's trying to say...
Guys, I'm sorry. I just imagine the scene, remember, in Ghost when they're doing pottery together?
Yeah.
I just imagine that with Jodie and Bobby's Ghost, except they're fixing a car.
But,
yeah.
So I think, again, Jodie is another good female character that will come back, and I'm hoping that they'll treat her as well as they have been, and that she'll be that badass. I really hope Jodie's going to become a badass hunter, to be honest.
Oh, totally. I mean, for the love of God, she's a sheriff.
Mm-hmm. She can handle a gun.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't feel like she'd become a hunter because she knows how shitty it can get.
Yeah,
because she's had to deal with.
Yeah, maybe not a hunter per se, but more about if she's gonna get to help the boys, she's gonna be good at it.
I feel like with Jodie Mills, I honestly never felt like they were trying to make her a sort of love interest for Bobby. I knew there was sort of romantic vibes because obviously the kiss, but I didn't feel like that was all Jodie was.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Never. She was always, a really memorable character, really well developed despite the short time that she had on screen, and I'm thrilled. Yeah.
I'm really happy she's back.
When it comes to Bobby, just the clothes he's wearing suggest he's in some sort of battle for his life or something similar. Like whether he's in heaven or
I think he's gonna have a confrontation to Metatron, to be honest. I really hope he does.
Did you see he had mud on him and he looked really kind of rough? So.
And plus, I think they're gonna have to try and make Metatron relevant, and I think having peaks in heaven with Bobby is gonna be their way.
Yeah, because he's sort of so inaccessible at the minute because he's Metatron's in heaven, is the only angel technically in heaven, so we need to see his side of it, and I think the best way to see his side of it is by the souls in heaven, like Bobby and Ellen and Joe.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I want Bobby to be in heaven. I do not want him to come back to life. I don't want him to be a ghost that's helping out Sam and Dean. I want him to be in heaven, and I want to see things in heaven.
I feel like that ship has sailed. That was last season. That ship sailed.
But
on the other hand, guys...
Bobby calling Metatron an idiot.
Yeah.
On the other hand... Yeah, on the other hand, guys, I'm not saying I want this, but another thought I have with the whole Bobby coming back is that maybe, since the angels are not there anymore, heaven could be having some sort of, malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I'm making any sense.
Ooh! I like that idea.
Yeah.
Because I feel like for me, heaven's always been this sort of like, you've got the actual paradise heaven, and then you've got like the administrative branch that's ran by the angels. And now that the angels aren't there, heaven's it's just completely going into just complete chaos.
Also, can I raise my hand here for a second?
No one can see you, Kaleb. Why would you raise your hand?
I feel like Naomi was like fucking shit up there.
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like she was fucking shit up. I just think she was neglecting it.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't purposefully trying to fuck shit up. She was just neglecting it.
I think she was just focusing on the wrong things. She could. She was a really strong character. She could actually organize things and make something good out of heaven. And instead, she focused on manipulating angels and to put them back on track. Instead of using motivation or something, she used, probes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probes.
I always had this really elaborate
kind of baby pain dispensers or something.
I always had this really elaborate headcanon that like the reason Naomi was freaking out was because she sent angels to go get Joshua, and then she tortured Joshua, and she got him to reveal where God was and why God left, and you find out that like God's dying. And that's why she was freaking out about trying to find the tablets, because she's trying to figure out what to do now with heaven, since now they don't have the archangels and God's pretty much dying.
I love what the writers did with Naomi. I like how they at first made her just appear like all the other angels, a big bag of bald-headed yogurt slingers, and then they
so clever.
At the last second she became redeemable.
It was so clever, and you hated her so much until the last minutes of her life, and then you were just like, oh crap, I've hated the wrong person. And then you just feel like a giant meat stick, and you just want to hit yourself in the face.
Honestly, I still hate her.
Yeah.
I still hate her. Okay, I gotta let my dog out of my room. I'll explain when I get back.
All right.
Okay.
But before Shannon comes back, let's. Okay, yeah, we're gonna let Shannon come back because the next topic has nothing to do with anything.
I'm sorry, but Shannon's being a bit of a wiener here.
Yeah.
I am not. First of all. And okay, when I say
it's Robert, it's just ridiculous.
When I say that I hate her, I think I worded that wrong. I don't like her because I still feel like she's a villain. I feel like there was that last minute where you were like, oh yeah, she made a mistake, but the mistake she made was really fucking shitty.
Yeah, it was.
Let's look at what she did all through the 8th season. She manipulated Cass. She almost had Cass kill Dean. She mentally tortured Cass by making him kill his best friend.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 times. She had Cass kill Samandriel. I'm sorry.
I
think she just turned out to be a
no one's saying she's not bad anymore.
Yeah.
I
feel bad about hating her is because I feel like she was being manipulated too.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad because like we sympathise with Cass when he does terrible things because we know he was manipulated, and Naomi was basically in the same predicament.
I don't see how she was in the same predicament though.
Because she was being, obviously, I'm sure she was being controlled by someone. And I think she was. And if she was, then what she did, like Cass swallowed all of purgatory and tried to take the world over.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, okay, hold on a second. Where do you get that she was being controlled by someone? I never got that.
I did. I had the feeling the whole season that she was in control.
I guess I feel like until I get some sort of confirmation, then I'm still going to hold her accountable for what she did.
Yeah, but I feel like...
You know what? Actually, I have a theory.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe the boss that she had was God, but since he's gone, she thinks she's doing stuff in God's favor. but she's really just working alone.
Besides everything else that they've tried up there has failed so far. So she might have decided to, the easy way hasn't helped. The Castiel's way hasn't helped. So she might have thought that, screw that, I'm just gonna bring violence again and figure out if that's gonna work.
But
I'm not saying she isn't like a big custard launcher, but whatever you do, she did in her own mind what she thought was right, and that makes her kind of an interesting character, at least. Mm-hmm. Not that she isn't evil or something, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that, because I've always felt that, she wasn't purposely being a no carrot. She was kind of... she always thought that, what she was doing was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
besides, every character in Supernatural has done horrible things in the past. I mean, the main characters are all basically serial killers. Okay, they have done horrible things. They have tortured. Every one of them has tortured people, and for the reasons that they believe it was. I think it was the right thing. Okay.
Can I say, like everyone has been a meat puppet, including Dean. Like Dean in hell tortured because he was ready to torture, and well, obviously he was tortured first. But everyone has done terrible things, and I don't know. I feel really, I don't know.
But for me, it's always been they've done these terrible things, and we've always seen the reason. We have no idea what Naomi did. And hold on.
That is my point.
I didn't hear what you said.
We didn't get to see what made Naomi do all these things that she did. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe she was killed before. We didn't see the season from her point of view. We saw it from Castiel's and Dean's point of view, and from Sam's. And we know the horrible things that she did, but probably everything that every other character had to endure from Sam and Dean and Cass was equally terrible. And we just never got to show her point of view.
All I'm saying is, I don't know why she did this. Therefore, I'm not going to think she is this great person, because we have no idea why she did this. Well, you know what I mean. I'm not going to think she's redeemable. Of
course, she's not a great person, but
horrible. But I'm reserving judgment on it. I'm reserving judgment, because you could see the reason. I remember the reason I thought she was being controlled is the look of terror in her eyes, like when she lost Cass and the tablet, when she couldn't find Cass. The absolute terror in her eyes. If she was in charge, she wouldn't be scared. She would be angry at her people, not terrified of the consequences.
But that's the thing. I never got that as her being terrified. I got that as her realizing she made a huge mistake and just being like shit and just feeling like shit completely.
I just think that in the end she really was pretty scared. She was scared about the future of heaven and the future of her people, and that her plan failed, and things got even worse.
Yeah.
So
Danny,
again, that's not an excuse for her. It's not.
Danny's telling me Metatron was like you and your archangels. When God left, she was ordered by Michael and possibly Raphael to get Metatron and crack his mind. So she was ordered by the archangels, apparently.
Okay, guys, we should probably stop talking about this and move through the news, because we're an hour in and we haven't gotten through half of it.
Yeah.
Dean is going to be talking to animals in a future episode, further confirming his Disney princess status. He
smashing!
Is a cute little sausage.
That is absolutely smashing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So that's a thing that's happening. There's another great crack episode.
Can I just say, right? Yeah.
This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome.
And
by the way, if Cass is in that episode, he might have a great talk with Dean, because he has been addressed to by a cat before. So
and this is apparently be a great... is best friends with a bunch of bees. So
basically. So that's a conversation starter to bring in the Destiel.
There's one thing I want to happen. I want that. The angels to have some leftover powers. I want Cass to still be able to talk to animals. And then when Dean's talking to the animals, I just want Cass to turn around and say, "What? You can hear them too."
Ooh, guys! There's a quote from Robert Singer on Metatron that just appeared on my dash.
Yeah.
I think Metatron realizes that perhaps he was a little rash because all these angels have fallen. He got his revenge, but he's up there all by himself, and I think he'd like to repopulate heaven with angels, but on his own terms. That'll really play into what's going on with the internecine interword battle with the angels on Earth.
Metatron kind of Napoleon himself, like when Napoleon took Moscow and all of a sudden sat there alone.
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, okay, you want to be here, you sit there alone,
Okay.
you French delegate.
I know.
At least
people
Napoleon
don't
got
want Bobby.
Moscow, though.
I know a lot of people don't want Bobby to be like a really important character, but I'm just gonna say it. What if he becomes an angel?
Doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't think that's gonna happen, to be honest. I mean,
Why would he make an ally of the Winchesters an angel?
I don't think our canon allows humans to turn to angels. I know in Mormon religion, humans can be angels, and all angels will want human. But I don't think in supernatural canon.
Yeah, in
which
supernatural
of course
canon,
is yeah. Go on.
in supernatural canon, as far as I remember, humans can become demons and kind of descend down that ladder to becoming bigger and bigger until they're king of hell. But in terms of angels, I don't think that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just yeah.
You go.
Yeah,
Steve.
go on. I'm just thinking stuff. I'm gonna. we don't
There
have
will
much
be
time.
officially no time jump between season 8 and 9.
Woo!
Thank God. Thank
Yes.
every possible God that sits up there. Honestly, I mean, honestly, I mean, it's for the first time. Just I want to see what happened. What happens like right now? I mean, with Cass that's supposed to be away from the boys, who have landed somewhere else.
Yeah.
I really want to see what's going on in there. I don't want to see it in a flashback. I want to see it happening now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it starts.
Yeah.
I don't even think that Cass is going to be in the first episode. Maybe they're just out there looking for him or something.
I don't think
Yeah.
that either.
It could
I
be
think
one
they
of the
really
5 episodes.
exhausted the whole flashback thing. I think we need to move on from flashbacks now.
I just think that, plot-wise, the ending of Season 8 was just, a very obvious suggestion that Season 9 is going to start like that. It's kind of like, which season ended with the truck ramming into them? Was it Season 3?
Season 2.
Season 2,
I thought
yeah.
that was season
No,
1.
that was season 1.
Huh?
Yeah, season
It
1.
was season 1, yeah.
Season
It was
1. Why did I say season 2?
Yeah.
It was
That's-
season 1, and then they ended up in hospital, and John solved his
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's kind of like Season 1 here, it has to start right there.
Yeah, actually. And I hope it doesn't continue like the beginning of season 2 with, somebody dying. But yeah, that's supernatural.
But you're watching Supernatural, so.
I feel like they've
Yeah,
killed the
cool.
Winchesters off too much, and they're probably not going to do it again.
I hope so.
Unless they
I
have to
hope
go to
so.
heaven or hell or something.
I feel
And
like
then
that ship has sailed.
Yeah, and unless they want to be the hugest tallywhackers the world has ever seen, then yeah, they're gonna have to start at a decent point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so I take it you just covered I had to go to the toilet. I take it you just covered the season 8 to 9 transition.
Yep.
Yeah,
We are
Okay.
now.
Now, apparently, starting in the 20th episode of season 9 is going to be a pilot for a supernatural spin-off.
Can I talk about
That was
this?
a big scream.
Can I talk
I
about
have
this?
no idea what to expect.
Oh my
Can I talk about this?
Yeah.
Can I talk about this? Can I talk about this? Can I talk
Yes.
To introduce,
Yeah.
They say they're gonna introduce a new character that's gonna have their own spin-off, and I'm pretty much shitting my pants about it
Okay.
because I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
they can go at this two different ways. They can go at it with what Bones did, or they can go at it with what Buffy did. What Buffy did was they had a character that was established for like 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure this character I'm not sure if this character is going to be in the show at any later time in the season, like in the last 3 episodes, so we can actually care about him. But with what Buffy the Vampire Slayer did, they made a spinoff that went along with Buffy for Buffy's ex-vampire boyfriend Angel, and it had a successful run of 5 seasons.
Ex-vampire boyfriend Angel.
I didn't mean to say Angel. Or they could go the Bones way. What Bones did was they had this one character that they introduced in one episode that no one really had any sort of opinion for. And then they tried to make a spin-off that was absolutely terrible. I am hoping...
There's the CSI option where you have all these really terrible spin-offs.
All they can go the Doctor Who way. And
spin-off.
To Kinrin, they said...
If they're going to introduce an awesome queer character that has his own spin-off, then I can be okay with that if they treat it in a good way.
Okay.
But I don't trust the whole spin-off thing.
The things we do know about this spin-off is that it is going to be based off of the new character that's introduced in episode 20. It's going to take place in an urban setting. So whereas Supernatural has always been the sort of on-the-road country type of show where you get to see them driving off, this one's going to take place in a city. It's going to take place in urban areas, which I think is a really cool change, and I'm really excited to see how they're going to do it. I really hope they do it in a way where it doesn't just completely branch off and become a show that's not connected to Supernatural. Like if they...
Maple,
What if it was a spin-off about like a group of monsters or something, like a group of vampires or werewolves or something? Maybe not werewolves, that'd be Teen Wolf, but like vampires or something.
I don't know. They should not do a vampire spin-off.
Yeah.
No, but sort of monsters, like a group of monsters or something, and the hunters.
Benny would be a great... Oh my god.
Okay.
It's gonna be a new character. What's gonna be a new character? I would so watch a spin-off about Benny.
Yes.
Or witches.
I love Benny.
Yeah, going on Steve, one of the most disappointing things coming from this convention season for me is that there was no mention of Benny.
Benny!
Yeah. Oh, but we do have a mention of Benny from... Whose interview was it? Jim Michaels? He said that Benny is most likely coming back because he's a huge fan favorite.
I hope he is.
I do want him back.
I just want to clear something up. Sorry, you can talk in a second. I only said vampires because it was the first thing that came to mind, and there's like so many awesome monsters.
Oh,
yeah,
but Benny...
I wasn't giving that forlorn sigh because you were talking. I was giving that forlorn sigh because my dog is being really annoying right now.
Although guys.
Whoa, what was that?
Wow, that was loud.
I have to say that I do think that the spin-off has a chance to be really awesome because if you notice, it's Supernatural is kind of like continuously spitting out ideas for awesome, spin-offs. Remember that episode with the 3 little hunters with Chrissy Chambers and the other 2?
Yeah.
And everyone was squealing spin-off. I think it could be totally something awesome.
Like the theory with Chrissy and Ben, Lisa's son, and Claire Novak, that they could join and become a new spin-off by themselves.
One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to get my hopes up very high for what this is going to be. Like, I'm not going to assume it's a thing for angels. I'm not going to assume that it's going to involve new hunters in the cities. I have no idea what it's going to be. I have faith that whoever's on top of the project is going to try and do it best, but I'm not going to get my mind completely set on one thing that it could be, because once people get their expectations up and then something different happens, that's when people start hating on it, and that's when people get really disappointed, and that's when a potentially good show like this one probably gets canceled. Not that I'm saying it's even going to be good. It could be absolutely terrible like The Finder was. I don't know.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything we recognize, because they did say they're introducing a new character.
Yeah.
That's going to be the point of the spin-off,
yeah.
right?
That's why I think it could be a monster character or a group of monsters.
Mhm. Like a group of monsters,
like
I feel like in the supernatural realm, I feel like it's most likely going to be about a bunch of, like, a group of monsters trying to be normal.
It's, a bit like being human, but a bit different.
It could be the case.
The cage. Just
The cage.
of Adam being tortured by Mark Pellegrino and Matt Cohen.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Stop talking about the cage.
Next, we have
That's
Castiel.
forbidden.
We have Castiel getting loads of character development and a new wardrobe and possibly sex, which we've already talked about.
Woo, new wardrobe. Misha thinks that Cass is going to have a naked scene. That's what he said at the convention. So
It was about time for a new wardrobe. You know, he has to get dirty at some point.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Oh,
Now that
I like
it's
how
not
that
an
sounds.
angel anymore.
and Misha confirms my headcanon that Cass has like no sense of sort of social norms, so he would just walk around naked.
Yeah. He showed up on a car covered in bees, and I don't think that was the madness talking. I think that was purely Cass.
No, but I mean,
yeah.
I really feel him in that sense. You know, being dressed all the time is such a social convention. Screw that man.
You guys, I'll be right back. I've got to talk to my little brother.
Okay.
Walk around with your dong out.
Yeah.
It's just,
I'd love to walk around with my love muscle just hanging about, but
just
that would be... That's like one of my dreams. Like,
Well, if it's good looking, like it's a Krallic Warrior King or something, then yeah, go ahead. It's gonna be a nice view.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Having fun.
I shouldn't be having so much fun.
Anyway,
Okay. Next.
Next. Yeah.
But I just want to make a quick statement about the character development. I'm so happy about that. And another thing that I'm really interested is, what do you guys feel? Do you think that now that Cass is a human, that the genderless thing is going to go away and that he's going to find a gender?
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be okay if we just saw him, wondering maybe what it would be like, but I think that's a bit too extreme for Supernatural's standard.
My opinion, realistically, is that they're gonna treat him like a dude. But I hope that they do give him a certain level of experimentation, or at least indicate that no, he does not have any social conventions about gender, he does not understand them, and he doesn't care about them.
And he doesn't care about sexual orientations, as he stated before. So it's, at least with that, I mean...
Yeah. And that opens the door for all the other angels being introduced as well.
What have I missed?
Nothing, I was about to talk. I also wouldn't mind Cass discovering a gender identity that he was comfortable with.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
Shannon,
if he discovered he was comfortable with being a male, and they maybe addressed that would be cool too.
That would be super cool.
That would be awesome, but I don't think that they're ever going to bring that subject up. I mean, it's a little bit too extreme. I mean, they're sometimes dealing with different sexual orientations than just the stereotypical straight orientation. But I think gender goes a bit too far for Supernatural. I mean, it would be awesome. I would love to see angels being the number one sexless, genderless beings. It would be awesome if someone ended up in a male vessel and they didn't really appreciate it, because I really thought I would be female if I ever got a meat suit or something. But I mean, Raphael changed meat suits from male to female, and there was no problem. So it would be a great thing, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Honestly, I feel like if they did do that, I don't think it's gotten to the point where it would be taken seriously, I feel like it would be played off as a joke, and it would piss a lot of people off. So they probably wouldn't do it. Like I could see Sam and Dean meeting an angel, and them just making it a big comic sort of relief thing about them wanting to have a female vessel instead of a male vessel, and that could also lead to the male angel being more sort of effeminate, and that could also make people angry about them possibly making fun of that, and I just don't know.
I'm really scared of the fandom's reaction about this, because every time there's a joke about anything like that, many people in the fandom just freak out about it, even if. And I'm saying that as a very, very, very queer person, and most of the times I don't get pissed at such jokes, and of course that's a great matter that we're not gonna discuss about, but I think that most of these joke and approaches to gender and sexuality are not really safe. For the show and for the fandom, and that's it.
Okay, we need to move along.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically.
Next thing is that Misha said that the angels are going to be very upset with Cass, and they're going to be expected to be just a big bag of meatsicles.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not really surprised.
I'm not surprised, even though, Metatron is basically the one that they should be pissed with, Well, Cass has been involved in many things. I mean, he had tried to become God in the past. I mean, they already hold a grudge on him. He had rebelled. He had done all these crazy things. So, probably, since he was involved in things and he was working with or for Naomi, then, of course, he would be... He could be responsible for all these things happening. Like the theory about all the other hunters in the world seeing, the crazy stuff happening because of the Winchester storyline, and be like, oh my god, it's the Winchesters again. So maybe in heaven it's somehow like that with Castiel. Oh my god, it's Castiel
The Winchesters again.
Yeah.
The Winchesters again, those tallywhackers.
Seriously. Like, what the fuck is this dude doing? So, it's normal. It makes sense that angels are pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I have never thought that Cass's actions were unjustified, or that they were, not to fix things, or that he would ever do something that he wouldn't think was right. But it makes sense that they think he's the schlong here.
Yeah, of course. And then, of course, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and both Cass and the Winchesters have, all of them have managed to pave that road several times over and over again, and now it's just hitting them in the face with bricks. It's like a big bunch of ejaculators hitting them in the face repeatedly because they're good intentions. So
Just
Okay.
I think
next.
It was pretty, yes. Next.
Do you want to say something, maybe? Okay.
I was going to do this. I just want to say that I'm unhappy that Dean is going to be a schmeckle, and he's going to find something out about Sam and why
Okay.
and he keeps it from Sam.
Can I say something, please? Can I say something? Okay. Now, we have had to deal with this is one thing that I can see why everyone's mad about. I'm angry about this.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm not getting too angry because I don't know why. It could be at a risk to something. I don't know, but I'm still not happy. And Dean apparently finds out about Sam and why he gets better, and he keeps it from Sam. For all I know, it could be something that could be really wrong with Sam that Sam doesn't need to know. I don't know. The point is, we've had to deal with all of these times of Sam keeping things from Dean,
and then Dean keeping things from Sam, and
I feel like it's become a staple for every single season, and it's bothering me.
I hope they get rid of that soon. Oh my god.
You know why it annoys me? It annoys me because they sit there and they say, all right, no more lies. We're going to be open with each other. And then they lie to each other again.
All the time.
And
You make me
seriously,
love
this
it.
has never worked.
Yeah.
This has never worked. Why do they keep doing that? I mean,
It's a
poisons
formula
their
that is so
relationship.
overused.
Yes, and Cass is now going up. He's walking the same road because Dean and Sam are the only examples of humanity that he has, he has lived with and that he knows, and that he is actually walking the same dangerous road, like not telling Dean what he's doing, what his intentions are. He has done it again and again, and it hasn't worked out. So I really hope
They're all just a bunch of tinkle hoses.
The problem is it's because they both seem to have this sort of thing where they have to protect each other from these secrets, when in actuality it's the fact that they keep these things from each other that constantly gets them to do stupid shit. Seriously!
Like, if you guys just spoke to each other and communicated,
You're supposed
the world
to be
wouldn't really
brothers.
fucking
This is why I hate men!
3 fucking times. So basically, we are all dead because they're such tossers. Okay, thank you, Winchesters, and your.
Okay, there you guys. You have actually gotten to see a side of Profound Radio that isn't entirely happy.
All the guys.
is it me? Is it me? It's me. I know that. I know it.
Yeah.
I came along and I brought sadness with me. I'm sorry, guys.
I think if there's one thing we get upset over, it's overused tropes. It's just.
Yeah.
Although, guys, again, I always want to remind everyone that we haven't seen what's gonna happen yet, and although I have to say I saw a really cool theory on Tumblr. I don't think this is happening, but someone said that like Dean is secretly feeding Sam demon blood to get him better. I don't know why, but this pleases me. But it's
oh my god! What?
Satan. But I don't think that's the deal. It's just a fun theory. But generally, guys, I do think that come on, it's their show. I do think that TPTB are well aware of how many times they've used this trope. I think that if they're gonna do this again, they're gonna, make an effort to make it different.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
I really hope that when it happens, there's actually a good reason for it. Because in the past, this stuff has happened, and there's never been really that good of a reason. It's always either been Sam's afraid of Dean being mad at him, or Dean doesn't want Sam to say anything, or Dean doesn't want Sam to know anything because he's trying to protect Sam. It's just, if they do this, then I want them to do it in a way that there's an actual legitimate reason that Dean can't tell this to Sam. Like, maybe Sam getting better has something to do with the fact that his soul is turning into something completely horrible or something, and that if Dean tells and he knows that Sam's going to go on this stupid thing, as Sam likes to do sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like that, but that's still perpetuating the same trope they keep using. I'm going to lie to you for your own protection.
It's like
when it comes down to it, the truth is what would really protect them.
But I don't know. I just don't know.
It'd have to be a pretty damn good excuse, is all I'm saying, or else I'm just going to be.
Okay, what I will say is I can live with the lie arc again as long as they make sure Cass is his own agent. Like, Cass isn't going to be manipulated or have amnesia or anything of the sort. I know they confirmed their amnesia. But if he is manipulated in any way this season, I might actually stop watching because this is basically the same again. And I'm just
Honestly, I think one of the...
Leave him alone. Like,
honestly, I think one of the biggest perks of Cass being human in this new season is the fact that they are actually not going to use any of the old stuff that we've seen. Because he can't be angel brainwashed. No, he's not getting manipulated. He's facing a completely new set of problems.
And by the way, I really hope that his problems aren't the usual comic relief, like that he doesn't know how to shop or how to get dressed or anything like that. I mean, I hate that side of Cass that is usually shown, and it's annoying.
Already it's bad. Second-hand embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
but
and I'm just sort of like.
But guys, I have to say, Misha has specifically commented that they're doing a lot better with that specific thing this season, and that so far he's really content with it.
And
we know that Misha is a strict judge.
Yeah. So yeah, I really hope that they don't deal with him, the way that he's usually used in fanfics and in crack episodes. Really, it annoys the crap out of me. I mean, he's a great character. I hate seeing him treated like that, honestly. And
like
I want to die from I really want to die from secondhand embarrassment. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, we should probably move on.
Yeah.
All right. Needless to say, there are going to be demons and angels everywhere, and
That's
it will be
a given.
free for all.
That's a given.
Yeah.
And there will be it will be a three-way free for all between demons, angels, and humans, and who knows, maybe there'll be factions within those factions.
Yeah, I think they did hint at angel factions, so it's going to be absolute anarchy. It's going to be really good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Men of Letters hasn't been fully explored yet, so I'm really excited to see more of that.
Yes, me
Yeah,
too.
international.
Great. I mean, finally, Sam is
International.
finding his way. Sam is finding his way. He can stay into hunting, and he can be the giant, useful nerd that he's always been. And I think it was a great thing to do, to bring.
All
to the
right.
show.
And Crowley will be affected profoundly by what happened in the finale.
If he becomes an ally again, I'm going to be mad.
I'm happy to hear that it's not going to be rushed under the carpet.
Mhm.
I'm happy to hear they're going to do something with it and not just totally forget that it happened.
I'm
he-
hoping it's an overtime sort of thing.
If
Yeah, I'm
he
hoping it's a grey area type thing still.
if he
Yeah,
ends if the boys end up working with him, I am going to question their sanity.
Yeah.
No, and it's not because I hold a personal dislike for Crowley. It's because Crowley legitimately killed Dean and Sam's past people that they saved just to get to them.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
He killed
really
him-
personal to the
Yeah.
Winchesters.
And it seems like Crowley has officially gotten to the point where Sam and Dean are never going to trust him again, no matter what information he gives them. I will not accept it if they end up working with Crowley again.
Well, yeah, it's gonna
Crowley's
be
just been
weird. It's gonna
nothing
be
but
really
a big trouser snake to them.
And also,
Yeah.
Pat, I actually agree with Pat Woods. If they start working with Crowley again after how they treated Cass in season 6 for working with Crowley, it's not going to be a good
yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
It's just, Crowley, you need to. I'm sorry, you're no longer a friend. You never
Well,
you have no. You're
that
never
is-
going to redeem yourself to me.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
I
think,
just have
yeah,
a giant crush on Crowley.
Yeah. I still love
Yeah.
Crowley, but
I
if they
just-
start treating him as like
He's a great character. That doesn't make him a great ally. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
no, absolutely not.
I hope they leave him as a grey area. Like, we don't
Yeah.
know what they're going to do. I hope
But
you
that's-
actually
Crowley
have
is
no
my favorite.
But that's the thing. I don't want him. I feel like I want there to be a part where he goes and he tries to do this thing for the Winchester, so they could probably owe him something, and then they literally just send him away on his own.
Yeah.
I want him
That
to
would-
experience that.
That would
To be-
actually make lots of sense. That
I
would
want him-
really make sense. I mean, but on the other hand, the Winchester's trust in Crowley could be a reason for further Cass character development. On the other hand, it could be in such a way like they had to trust in a case where they actually have to trust Crowley. Maybe Cass remembers the way they treated him when he worked with Crowley in season 6, and he ends up, they actually end up talking.
I
don't know. I'm just making up scenarios.
I want him to suffer. I want him to be completely alone. I want all of his contacts to have left him. I want no one to take him seriously anymore because he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, I really got that vibe though from that scene when like no demon came to save him. Even
I know.
though he
Yeah.
called.
He's probably not as good at with them as he wants to, as he thinks he is. He's
Leads us to
probably
imagine,
he's probably like a big DNA cannon to them, and that's gonna show.
But I did feel so bad for him. I did feel so bad for him when he was on his own, and no demons were coming to help him. And the only one who did come was.
How did you feel bad for him?
I just did because I love Crowley. I just felt so bad.
No, okay. This is what confused me. I like for me in this season, they never did anything to make Crowley even remotely sympathetic.
No, but I have this issue with like how I am that if I see a character, like especially with elderly characters, if they're on their own and they want help and no help is coming,
I love it when the person deserves it. I remember being so freaking excited. I remember being so freaking excited when no one came to help Crowley. Like you guys heard me cheer the entire time.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was.
I can't help it. It's just how I'm wired. I can't. I have to feel bad for him because he looks so pathetic.
I wasn't excited or happy.
Well, yeah, but most characters look pathetic all the time in Supernatural because they're constantly being tortured. And, you know, Crowley is finally one of the people that deserves to be tortured, you know? I mean, Dean might be, you know, a serial killer, but he has been through so freaking much that, okay, just give him a break. He's paid a lot. I mean, he's paid for it. And Crowley is like one of those characters that might be maybe one of the best villains ever, but he's a villain. I mean, he's an evil bastard. He deserves to be a little tortured. He can handle it.
I mean, okay.
He's awesome, but yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have really got to think. We've had a bunch of characters. We've had a bunch of villains. And, you've seen a lot. Even I honestly, I felt kind of bad for Lucifer in season 5, and he's he's freaking Satan. But
of course
then
you did. It's you.
Then you've got a character like Crowley. You've got a character where literally nothing that bad has ever happened to him. I think the worst thing that ever happened to him was probably that his tailor got eaten by leviathans. He is this character that has... Lucifer
has, you know, daddy issues too.
He's got daddy issues, and his dad was, like, pissed off because he went through a rebellious stage and sent him to be internally tortured in a cage in hell. So, but with Crowley, it was sort of like he's always been this character that has just managed to get off and to run and to not ever get anything bad. So the fact that this season he's probably going to suffer and be alone and just not have anyone, it makes me feel so happy on the inside.
Okay,
Crowley is a heat-seeking moisture missile, but I can't help but love him.
I love Crowley, no matter how much of a shrink ding-dong he is.
Okay, we gotta move on.
Yeah,
Maple, you can talk about this one.
Yeah, we're coming up to our half-hour remaining mark, so to wrap up.
Yeah, we need to hurry up. We need to give this last half hour to Steve. We need to.
So to wrap up our fandom news section, we after a few things that happened last week or this week, we decided to come up with a thing. It's an awesome thing, and it's called Love Your Crew Week, and it's taking place from the 2nd to the 10th of August on Twitter. We're tagging with SPN Crew Love, and basically we'll post a link after. Link guy, thank you, Kaleb. We'll post a link after, and we're just sending, you know, friendly comments, support, telling them what we enjoy, you know, thanking them for all their hard work, you know, just really nice things to them, you know, asking how their day was and asking, you know, if they slept well, just really nice things. We've got a list of people you can tweet, and we will post the link after. So it's just going to be a really nice thing. And that's
it's just something we like to do when there's like a bunch of wank happening. It's sort of like the anti-wank.
Yeah. It's just a love campaign. It's just a love campaign. And, I know for a fact that a few of them got really upset, so I just sort of wanted to cheer them up. And I think this is a good way to do it. So that's the 2nd to the 10th on Twitter, and we'll post the thing afterwards. So thank you.
Okay, next on our the Steve section, it's going to be all about Steve, and we're going to ask him a series of questions.
Yay!
We're going to interrogate him, pretty much.
Please do. I'm looking forward to it.
Someone needs to write a fic, profound radio fic, where we tie up Steve and we interrogate him.
Yeah.
Sensual.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Oh,
hello.
yeah.
The entire time it's happening, I would be complaining about how immature this is.
I love it. It's never happened yet, but it would really tickle my pickle if people wrote about us.
I need more fanfic about me. I know that's really selfish, but I just really want a fanfic about me.
Guys, if you're going to write fanfic about me and Kaleb, we, don't write anything sexual because...
Shannon's underage.
I'm 17.
Yeah.
I would really love it if it was fluff, because that'd be amazing.
If you want to write some angsty shit, send it to me, because Kaleb hates fluff. Kaleb hates angst.
If you have angsty canon fics, don't even bother. Send them to that one.
My ships that I'm involved in are Maven and Mus, by the way.
Yeah.
And we both accept fanfic.
Guys, write super hardcore Maven porn.
Go ahead.
That's how we like
Don't
it.
even, yeah. So next.
Okay.
That went off on a tangent. But that was a lot longer than I expected that to be. But the first question for Steve is... What things, with all of this in mind, what things do you look forward most this season?
For season 9. Okay, so I've heard some stuff from the panels, and I agree with some things, and I'm not so excited about others. I mean, I don't know how I feel about Bobby coming back. I mean, I hope it's going to be okay, but I'm looking forward to see how they're going to deal with it. I'm looking forward to see Castiel's character development, how he's going to deal with being human, how he's going to deal with his relationship with Dean and Sam. I really want to see, as we said before, that maybe, and I'm praying to every possible god that may be listening right now, that Dean and Sam and Cass finally start communicating like normal people, and I'm not as excited about the whole tablet thing. I mean, I'm curious to see what happens, but but I think if the relationships between the characters are not working very well, then I can't pay much attention to the rest of the things happening in the show. So that's about it. I'm mostly looking forward to see how the relationships are going to work this time, and I hope, and I really want to see what characters they're going to bring back. I don't know if it's going to be Benny or Gabriel or Charlie or Bobby or Jodie or whoever else has died and has not returned in this fighting show. I really want to see the relationship between the characters. Okay.
Yeah, I hope their relationships become healthier too. I have hope. Don't make fun of my hope.
Okay.
I totally missed what you just said. I wasn't listening.
You're stepping on Caleb's hopes and dreams right now. You know that. You're crashing. Okay.
Okay. And when did you first start watching Supernatural?
I'm kind of a newbie. I started watching, I think it was January 2012, I think. I'm a little bit of a newbie. I had tried watching a few episodes before, but I didn't really care about it. I had heard a lot of things on Tumblr, but I started last year, and it really helped me, I have to say, because I was going through a tough time, and Supernatural was pretty much the only thing that kept me sane. So thanks, Supernatural. You're great.
Surprisingly, Supernatural, for the show that it is, angsty and depressing, it actually has a very good effect on people's mental health.
It's because
maybe I was just seeing people who were in a worse state than me.
Yeah, it kind of works like that.
You know what? Maybe my problems aren't that bad. At least my brother's not drinking demon blood. I don't have a brother, but it's okay.
To those of you who read my Tumblr experience thing, y'all know about my thing with watching Supernatural.
And And I think, actually, you need an award, because I think you are the most recent fan that we've talked to over the summer.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Your prize will be fan fiction by our viewers. Cough, viewers, write them.
No. Okay then.
Moving on.
What is your favorite Destiel moment? Or moments,
My favorite,
if you have more than one.
my favorite Destiel moment by far is in the end, in the episode The End, when it's not an end verse moment. It's when Dean is desperate and suddenly he's pulled back from this horrible world, and Cass is just waiting for him, and he simply says, "We had an appointment." It's so simple. It means a lot. It's like, okay, I'm not. It's like he's giving him all his trust. He says, "You can trust me. I'm always going to be here for you." We said we had an appointment, and I kept it because that's what I do. I wait for you while you sleep because you need your sleep, but I'm gonna be here for you. And you just don't fucking look at your friend that way. It was a moment when I started shipping them, honestly.
Oh, I love that moment.
So, yeah, it's really probably my favorite moment, or at least the first one that pops to mind. So yeah, that's the one.
Okay. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite reoccurring character?
Yeah, I think we I think we're taking Cass out of this. Okay, so
Oh no, Cass isn't a reoccurring character anymore.
finally. So yeah, I think at this point, I think I have to say it must be Charlie at this point because she's still alive.
Good answer.
And that's awesome. And
She's
finally, and finally, female and queer representation and everything. But I really liked Gabriel and Balthazar and several other characters. And generally, I have this bad habit of falling in love with minor characters. So I can't really choose because it's going to be unfair for all the rest because they're all my darlings and I love them.
And that must be really frustrating as a Supernatural fan because most of them die.
Yes, basically. I don't talk about that. I like to imagine a world where they don't die and they're in a happy place.
I love it when they die.
Shut up, Shannon.
I don't like your opinion.
I feel like I'm the only one. I feel like I'm the only one in Supernatural that really loves it when characters die.
You are the only one. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love seeing the anguish in people's faces.
You can go take care of your angsty fanfics. I don't care. In my fanfics, all characters are alive. I don't even care.
Yay!
Whenever I write fanfic, if I ever wanted to write a fanfic, I would find creative ways to kill everyone off depending on like the situation they were in.
You're a cruel person.
I know.
Yes.
I've already said this in the past. You guys know. I'm going to write my own TV show and make everyone love my characters, and then I'm going to kill them all off.
Well, in other kind of characters, then yeah, but in Supernatural, I don't know. I think that they really deserve to, at least in fanfics, to get what they want and what they needed, and not die.
It's the reason of fan fiction, so there's a happily ever after.
Like, I don't know if any of us here or in the people that are listening to us have read Good Omens by Terry Pratchett.
Yes, I'm reading it now. It's awesome.
Yes, yay! Yes, it's awesome. It's actually the exact opposite than Supernatural in canon and fanfic. You know, in Supernatural, it's an angsty, depressing fucking show, and fanfic is all yay, everything is nice. And Good Omens is the exact opposite. It's a great book. It's very funny. Everything goes well. Everything is awesome. And in fanfics, they're so freaking angsty. I can't read Good Omens fanfiction, even though it's like my favorite book ever. And and yeah, that's.
I know you expressed your distaste for the Greek mythology on the show, but is there any mythology or bibliology that you would like to see in the future? Probably a redo of Greek mythology.
I would love a redo of Greek mythology because, I'm not gonna go through all that stuff again because, don't do that. I can offer, I can offer to translate stuff for them. I can make up spells for them, Greek spells. It would be awesome. I don't know much ancient Greek, but I can do it in modern Greek. It would be okay. I would like to see, I would like to see, I don't know, Slenderman. I would like to see a Slenderman episode. Oh my god.
Ooh, guys, I actually had a really cool idea to bring stuff like that into the actual show. You know how we haven't met Jesse in a while?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was thinking they could sort of lead up to a sort of reveal with Jesse coming, and then in that episode, instead of like a bunch of like childlike fairy tales coming to life, Jesse starts bringing like creepypasta and stuff to life.
It's that a tulpa thing.
And then when they finally figure out that it's Jesse, they start asking him why he's doing all of this, and you find out like some kind of weird thing, or Jesse could. To those who don't know, Jesse was the Antichrist in season 5.
That never ever.
The really dangerous child who never appeared again.
By the way, creepy children seem to be like a favorite for all horror shows and films and stuff. And we're gonna be seeing more of them.
Was his name Jesse?
What?
Yeah, it was Jesse.
Yeah, it was Jesse. Jesse was his name. Yeah.
It was Jesse.
Anyway, so I would like to see some urban legends, maybe like, I don't know, alligators in the sewers or something.
Like it used to be in the beginning, like the first season.
Like a
alligators
man,
were
alligator man
in the sewer in the first Gabriel episode.
Hey guys,
Tall Tales.
Yeah.
Guys, what if they did a Sharknado episode? Can you imagine?
It's a tornado with sharks.
Sharknado, yeah.
I would watch that just to see Dean's reaction to a Sharknado.
He'd be like, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch!
Just runs towards the tornado with a shotgun.
Balls.
Anyway,
live, just looking at it, just like, balls!
Balls!
How would they even fight that? What would they do?
Okay.
Yeah.
This question is actually open for like everybody to answer if they want to, because this is a good question. I'm proud of myself. Who would you cast as Abaddon's new meat suit?
Amber
John
Heard.
Barrowman!
Amber Heard.
John Barrowman.
John Barrowman.
We have already fan cast John Barrowman for a musical episode.
Well, Abaddon could be in a musical episode.
Yeah.
She could be like singing like "Poor Unfortunate Souls" or something.
It would be like the producers except without Hitler.
No, I feel like Abaddon would play like the complete diva.
Yeah.
And she'd be the queen bee, and she'd just boss everyone around. She's got her demon posse.
I want Amber Heard to play Abaddon's new vessel.
I would like Amber Heard to play a gender-bent Dean or something. It would be.
I would love Amber Heard to play a gender-bent Dean.
I've seen this GIF set going out on Tumblr, and I don't care. I pronounce it GIF. That's how I pronounce it.
No, I say GIF too. Don't worry.
I say GIF too.
Yeah.
I used to say GIF, but then everyone told me I was wrong, so now I say GIF.
You use GIF?
I used to.
This is why Maple and I don't get along.
You're so
Why don't you keep your GIF in your peanut butter, Maple?
To anyone who pronounces it GIF, we hope we didn't. We hope we're not offending you.
We're kidding. We say this because we like to pick on Maple.
I'm just gonna go hide in a corner now.
Good, that's where you belong. I'm just kidding.
I'm
I
gonna
love
go
you,
talk to someone else.
I love you, Maple.
Okay, so yeah, that would be my opinion on Abaddon's meat suit. I really have no idea. I'm not really good at castings. You know, I usually discover actors and actresses after they are in some show, and right now I can really not think about someone for Abaddon's new meat suit. But I would like to see John Barrowman doing that even for one episode because it would be freaking awesome. I can imagine him, walking around in drag because Abaddon likes fabulous dresses and stuff. And I would really like to see that.
Guys.
Even though it would be problematic, I can see. You go, Silven.
Me.
No, it's Maple. Maples.
It's me.
Oh,
Maple. Yeah, because I don't exist anymore, thanks. I just realised who I want to see on Supernatural.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie. I want to see Hugh Laurie on Supernatural.
Oh my god.
Wasn't he the guy that played Stuart's dad in Stuart Little?
Yeah, and his House MD. I really, really, really want him on Supernatural now.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Steve.
I like that.
Yeah, I heard my name.
Steve.
Yes. Talk to me. Say my name. Say
monster?
My name.
Steve.
Yes.
Steve.
Yes.
Steve.
Oh my god, can we stop this?
What monster of the week would you be?
What monster? Oh god, yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I don't know. I usually when I'm thinking monsters about myself, I usually think about werewolves because they're cool and because I'm hairy as fuck.
That's a reasonable conclusion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The werewolves of Supernatural. I'll actually, Supernatural is the only place where I prefer vampires to werewolves. So. Maybe I would like to think of myself as maybe a vampire or something, but I don't know. I think maybe I would be like even a naked fairy or something.
I think
have no
you'd be
idea.
a wereblogger.
I'm not as fabulous.
I would be a Wendigo, so I have more excuses to eat more schlong.
Okay.
You really like
God, guys, I have to make a terrible joke. Stevie, from your... you said you're very hairy, and from your picture I see that you're probably pretty thin.
Please say that again because I really didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, I have to make a terrible joke in connection to the previous broadcast.
Yeah.
You just said you're really hairy, and from your picture I can see that you're probably pretty, thin, like not a very big guy.
The exact opposite. I just have a thin face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Damn
yeah,
it, my joke didn't work. I'm sorry. Just
doesn't matter.
Last time we asked people to send us pictures of otters, and Tom, Defeller Worm, said that if we go to the otter tag, it's full of skinny, hairy men, and I was gonna say that this time we receive an otter.
You're gonna say
apparently not. Apparently we receive a bear.
I'm a bear too.
Oh, funny joke, funny story. You know what Hull Pride?
But okay, but I can. Please do go on with your headcanon that I'm skinny. I like that.
Oh, come on! All body types are beautiful.
Honestly, I'm just gonna put this out there. I like bigger dudes better anyway, so just put that out there.
Hey, you're not putting anything out there.
I am talking about you, Shannon.
I like older guys.
Yes, Tiger Lily, I'm aware we are off topic.
Yeah.
But anyway, haven't you watched Profound Radio before? We always get off topic.
What show are you watching?
But anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so
you would be a vampire, is that what you said?
I hope I would be. They sound cool. Yeah.
I'll make sure you're bitten and juiced or whatever is done in Supernatural.
Okay, because we took so much time, I have a challenge for Steve.
Yeah.
Steve, how fast can you promote your fan works?
Let's do this!
Come on.
Works I'd like to promote. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So I have, I don't know.
You have an archive of our own account, don't you?
I have an archive of our own account.
Alright, I'll be linking that.
Actually, almost all my usernames are Steviecass, the one that I have on Tumblr. So my art blog, because I also do art sometimes, I actually try to do that for a living, but it doesn't work in my shitty country. It's Steviecass Art, hyphen art.
I like your simplicity.
I'm tired of remembering usernames and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have this bad habit of having usually only one password also for my blogs, which is going to be a problem if a hacker finds me. But anyway, so yeah,
Just
my
don't hack
archive.
him, okay? Jeez.
So yeah, obviously. But okay, so my Tumblr is Steviecass. My art blog is linked in my Tumblr, which is Steviecass-art.
I'll be linking to it all. But thank you for being so organized for me.
And my archive of our own also is Steviecass, and the same thing is in my old fanfiction.net, which I used to have. And I'm still getting notes about that, and it's weird.
And you have a DeviantArt too, don't you?
Yeah, which is exactly the same.
Okay.
Simple stuff.
I'll just post both. More the merrier. Okay. More links.
Yay. Yeah, I usually, I create stuff.
Now, is there a particular fan fiction that you'd like people to read?
I wrote my latest fan fiction months ago, and the last time I read it, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck did I write? But but my favorite one is the one. It's this high school AU that I wrote months back, which is called The Bet List. And it's not my best one.
Oh, I saw that.
You wrote the Bet List? You wrote the Bet List?
Yeah.
Oh
you read it?
I love that fan fiction.
Really? You do? Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love that.
Seriously? Oh my god.
You just saw it here, guys. You saw it here. We reunited a reader with an author.
Oh my god. I'm so freaking happy right now. I mean, it's the only fanfic that has ever got fan art. It's a great artist. I'm promoting a great artist here. It's Castielcito on Tumblr. It's a great blog with great art, and they made fan art. It's a GIF, a fan art, a GIF of my fanfic, and it was honestly one of the best things that have ever happened to me because it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's like, a teenage Cass holding Dean up and flying with him.
Oh.
And, his wings are moving and they're going up and down, and it's so awesome. I want to cry. And there's a link for that specific fan art.
Guys! The Backlot just posted an interview where Misha talks about Destiel.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at it right now.
The Backlot is... for those of you who don't know, the Backlot is...
Don't say it. Oh my god. I want to read it whole. Oh
no, I'm telling people what the Backlot is. The Backlot is a website that used to be AfterElton.com. It's a gay-themed website, so...
Oh, okay.
We'll post a link to that as well.
Yeah, okay. We'll deal with this after the show. This will be a good topic to talk about next week.
Okay, so we have 8 minutes left.
I'm so sad I'm going to be here next week.
That was a very fast promotion. That was well done.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. Good job, Steve.
And I had time to fangirl in that. So it's time to reveal our challenge of the week.
Oh, they figured it out. Come on, you guys.
Yeah, they didn't get it. They didn't get it exactly right. Our challenge, which Shannon didn't take part in because he's a lame ass.
Obviously.
Yeah. Our challenge was to reference male genitalia as much as possible without saying the usual words for it, like penis, dick.
Can I list the words, the suggestions?
Did you? But, if you want.
Yeah, I want my mouth to say those words before I die. So it's DNA cannon, trouser snake, no carrot, ejaculator, dong, simply dong, guys, not ding dong, seriously. Tinkle hose, piss blaster, sausage, simple and clean. Bald-headed yogurt sling, which is probably one of my freaking favorites. Tallywhacker, love muscle, main vein, custard launcher, that's nice. Heat-seeking moisture missile. Should I do a sexy voice? Mythical. Krull the Warrior King.
For those of you who don't know, Krull the Warrior King is from a movie called How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
And and you know, we should like chorus the last one because it's awesome. So so 1, 2, 3. It's a baby paint dispenser. And
actually, I have another one, that blue box parchment, and I added it onto the list for me personally because I was going to try to incorporate it.
Please, I have to say that what I told you guys before, and I saw that post on Tumblr which referred to a butthole as a rear tunnel of love, which is probably the best thing that exists. And I just want to share it with the world.
So.
Okay,
Blue box parchment, this one's for you. I added to the list. Schwing schwong ding dong.
I said that. I actually said that.
Oh my god!
Ding dong.
You guys!
By the way,
Daughter of a Badass has an awesome mascot for us on her blog.
Yeah,
here, I'll show it to everyone.
Okay.
Guys, there is a message in our inbox that says Silven say the word penis, throbbing manhood.
Okay, guys, I have the stats for you. Okay, this is important. I have the stats. All in all, we made 42 references to penis. And I came in at the bottom because I gave up eventually. I got 8 references.
Yeah.
Steve managed to get 10. Kaleb managed to get 14, and Silven got 10. So Kaleb is our winner. Kaleb is the winner.
I'm the winner.
Yay, way to make up for the complete failure you had last week.
Shut up. You know what? At least I participated, so shut your face.
I'm sorry. I am sorry that I didn't participate.
That means Silven is the queen of making subtle anal references, and I'm the king of making up words for penises. So there you go.
It's a great talent, and you should write a book about it.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
Frankie sent that to Silven.
I'll write
if you like, I make
book, 1,000 pages
actually
long of just a list of penis names.
That would be awesome. If you want to help me with my next fanzine, I publish fanzines every year. If you want to help me out, you know, have a page, you know, link to your book of penis references, that would be great. If you like, in my latest fanzine, I had a reference to dolphin gay sex, so that would be nice. Yeah, dolphins are the only creatures known to have sex from their noses. Gay dolphins have sex from their blowholes. So yeah.
Oh wow.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Dolphins
That's
are
a
awesome.
whole new meaning to the word blowjob. Am I right?
No,
Yeah.
I love them even more. Oh my god.
Yeah, are you a dolphin enthusiast too? Yeah.
Totally, because dude, they're
I
my
have
spirit
exciting,
animals.
Guys.
Aquatic
They
sea
have
mammals.
names.
How could
They're
you
awesome.
not?
The dolphins are awesome, and I'm gonna have a great talk about about dolphins sometime. But you know, let's not spam people with dolphin references.
I have an exciting thing I want to say.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
But you know,
We're sorry.
I was going to Vancouver in October, but I was only going for 2 weeks. But now I'm going for a month,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
I've already got I've got about a third of it raised already, so I'm really excited now.
Ooh.
That's
That's
awesome.
what I'll get.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Keep
awesome.
keep asking for commissions from Mapal because she needs money to get someplace and have a fun
Yeah.
time for once in her life.
A really fun time.
Yeah, and keep asking for commissions from Steve, who's trying to move away from his city country. And
Oh, you have a thing going on.
yeah, I have a thing going on, and
Okay.
I'm doing commissions.
I'll
And
be sure to note that in the links.
I'm actually planning to, hopefully, I'm planning to, you know, in Asylum 12 next year, I'm planning to hopefully get a one-way ticket. You know.
Hey, I'm at Asylum 12, so I will see you there, and hopefully you'll have
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Then you'll be
so, yeah,
reunited
so-
with an author for real.
Yes, I can sign your T-shirt or something. But no,
Sign her laptop that has like the fan fiction on the screen.
Yeah, you should wait for my big bang because it's going to be much better than the bet list. Seriously.
There's quite a few of us going to Asylum 12, and if anyone's listening and you're going to Asylum 12, we've got such an awesome crew of people that we're all going to hang out with this year, so you should all come along. Because
Next year, I'm going to NashCon with my mom.
Good for you.
Because my mom wants to touch Jared.
Yeah, I had such a request from a mom of a friend of mine, who I was supposed to go to Asylum 10, but I didn't manage. So when she found out that I was going to a supernatural convention, she was like, "Oh my God, are Dean and Sam gonna be there? Can you touch them and hug them for me and tell them who I am?" And I was like, I don't think they're gonna be there. And oh, that's a pity. But if you see them anyway, could you please hug them?
Can you sexually assault them for me?
Yeah.
Oh God, no, that's terrible.
It's okay. Remember, guys, Ty Olsen signed my boobs, so
Mm-hmm.
I got.
Did you ever wash your boobs after that?
Yes, I did wash my boobs. I didn't wash the T-shirt, which Richard Spate Jr. also touched. So. Oh, and yes, I will be broadcasting live from Asylum 12, and someone might be going with me who's totally awesome too, and they'll be on too. I'll make them.
Okay.
Asylum 12.
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so I think it's time to wrap up.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'll be posting all the links.
Ooh, can I say something that's a giant sort of thing for our show? We have not had one technical difficulty the entire show.
I know.
Oh
Well,
wow.
I have actually, but it was just my.
Shut up, Mapal! Don't ruin this!
We're trying to have a nice talk.
Well, no. For the last hour, it's been fine actually. So we'll cast that as a victory.
Okay,
Yes.
but no, what I'm saying is we, the good members of the show, have not had any sort of technical difficulties.
Oh God.
But when I say no technical difficulties, I mean something that hasn't, like, completely stopped production of the show, or there hasn't been anything where anyone's had to be on the chat like, what the hell is going on?
Why is it gone? So yeah, we've done well. That's like that. You know, we should have those things like that count down like 10 days since last accident. We should start a countdown.
We should, but it would never work because we have technical difficulties like every other show.
Can't we just celebrate
I know,
for a
it'd be
second?
funny.
Can we just, like, why do we have to bring all this up?
Okay, anyways, that was just what I wanted to say. We didn't have any technical difficulties that were important. That's not a jab at Maple, it's just like she was obviously in the show most of the time, so obviously the technical difficulties weren't that bad.
Make it up to her now on air. Go ahead.
Anyways,
Just
So-
keep talking, Shannon.
that's what I wanted to say, and I'm very happy and proud of myself because it happened while I was hosting the show.
Mhm. And if you want to see an hilarious, keep looking back, and then you'll find the first time he did the show. That's a great one to watch.
All right, fine.
That's
Love
mean.
you.
Have you
We'll
seen my
see.
first attempt? You know, just no. Let's not go there.
Okay, so we really need to wrap it up now.
Yeah, we need to go.
Okay.
My nan's in bed. Look. Yeah. You're gonna wrap it up.
Okay,
Shannon.
I'll be
Oh,
posting
make
links
things
after the show, so keep checking the Profound Radio blog.
We had an awesome show today. It was really cool having
Yeah.
you here, Stevie. It was
Yeah,
so
it was
cool.
great.
You were-
It was-
Seriously,
It was great.
lots of fun.
It was great being around you guys too, and I'm so sad I'm not gonna be here next week. I had an awesome time, really.
Well, come on again. We're going to have lots of openings when the year starts.
Yeah. Season 9. Come back,
Season
season
9.
9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll. Don't worry, I'll be here all week.
You guys, like, everyone start booking your slots for October because that is going to be a hell of a month because I'm broadcasting from Vancouver.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So booking your slots. Booking your slots. That's going to be great. Trust me.
Okay. So it's been a really awesome show. Thank you guys for watching.
Yes. We love
And
you all.
We love you all very much.
Yeah, it was really great having you. Thank you guys for, bearing with our games and trying to guess the challenge and everything.
I apologize for all the penis.
And suggest
Never apologize for penis.
Oh, I forgot to say, actually, the challenge this week was thanks to Russ Hamilton. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Russ
himself
is the one who created it.
issued us the challenge, so
Yes, to blame him.
Yeah.
So send your challenges for next week, and we'll see you next week, guys. And you're all so amazing. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.